All right, I'm going to say shalom to everyone. I want to get into a video in regards to what you would call common colds. That is something that a lot of us got used to hearing, not really knowing that it's just a term just based on a viral, like certain type of, a viral infection. Something that happens. It could be because of certain temperature changes, but your body should be able to fight that off. The reason why some of us can't fight it off is because you're trying to fight off other things. Uh, the first thing, I'm going to get into a few bullet points on this video. So this is actually one of the videos that I wanted to put out a long time ago. I kind of went into it in another video, but this the information I'm about to give you, these tips, will eventually cure anybody's cold. I don't care what kind of cold you got. Influenza, you'll never get none of that stuff. You don't need a flu shot. You don't need no vaccinations whatsoever. Okay? The Most High didn't put you on this earth for you to be dependent on getting a syringe in your arm. Does that make sense? No. So you got to look at just the big picture. A lot of us say we believe in God. Okay? God created the body. He didn't create a syringe for you to put in the body so you can build your immunity. That doesn't make sense. So you have to just kind of look outside kind of step outside the box, and you'll find out that a lot of us just been manipulated. Okay. Uh, Now, the reason why a lot of us, and the reason why they call it cold, right? Um, and I know some people may say this is a conspiracy theory type statement that I'm about to make, but it's totally true. When you during the wintertime, right? It's usually you're gonna have less germs because it's cold. That's why hospitals usually are kept cold or at a certain temperature, so germs can't spread. So that's common sense. So if anybody tell you, I don't care if it's a virus, okay, viruses and all that stuff can really survive in you know real cold temperatures, and we should know that. Everything, if you put a balloon with helium in it outside when it's cold outside, it's going to drop pretty quick. All right, it's not going to last but that long. Opposed, if it was inside where it was warm, it would be able to last a little longer. So what they do is they spray certain type of other chemtrails in the air to cause your body to drop your immunity. And another thing too, they know that that's the time that people get less sunlight. You're less likely to go outside in the cold air unless you have to, and you're closed up more. You're not really going outside walking around. So that's why you're gonna get a certain cold here, uh, sniffles. It is not called a cold though. That's just something that they made up. It's because that term is just you have an infection. Okay, you have a viral infection or a sinus uh, infection, or germs get inside of your nasal cavities, so so the mucus comes out green, or things of that nature. Now, what I want to get into is very, I would say, deep, because I know it's a cure for it. Like I said, I've been doing it since 2011 and really haven't had any issues. Sometimes, of course, the body is decrepit. We're aging, we're getting older. Certain things in your life may cause you to have certain issues. Um, so, of course, you may get like a head cold for about a day or two. That's just normal. I mean, that's everybody. Okay, you're still living in this world where they got stuff spraying all over the places. Sometimes it's just not gonna, you're not gonna be able to, you know, get around all of it. But I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not gonna last that long. If you follow these steps, it's not gonna last that long. I'm just 100% sure it won't. Okay, and I'm just waiting for somebody to to actually prove me wrong with this. I'm just waiting for that because I know they won't be able to. If you follow these steps that I'm about to give you, and I have about 5 bullets right now, but I know certain things is going to come up in my mind. Now I'm going to bring up the light first. Now we know that they spraying like hell Okay, I'm just going to say it bluntly. They're spraying like hell in the skies. Okay, and it really angers me because I know what it's for. All right, this is how they pull money out of you. You know, you get paid every week or every other week, and you always got to go to a CVS or some kind of pharmacy somewhere to buy a drug. So they're just sucking your money dry. Okay, you're probably not looking at the whole picture. So okay, I got your paycheck, but not knowing that eventually you're gonna have to, if you're dependent on the system, you're gonna have to take that money and go buy you some drugs somewhere because you feel sick or you to the point where you're about to die. All right. So I'm gonna show this because I know it works. Okay, pretty bright, ain't it? Now get you one like this. If you can see that, it has a neck on it. It's a study light. Okay. Now you don't have to look at all the junk that I got in there, but this is a study light. What you do is you get you a nice size bed stand, and let me see if I can lift this up without dropping everything that's on it. Get you a nice size bed, like this is a little small table that you can buy for like maybe $10. Put it on it. Put it on the edge of your bed, right? Right where you lay your pillow, about 3 feet off your head, and you put the light on if you're sick. Okay, this is the first thing a person need to do. Don't even do the steps that I'm about to give you until you do that. Okay, until you do that, get you a U. It don't have to always be a UV light because the body is going to respond to any kind of light. But it's best for me that I'm using fluorescent. Some people say, well, you got to watch the mercury. You got to watch the. You worried about mercury, but you eat salmon almost every other day. So I don't even want to hear that. All right, so most of the foods got mercury in it, but you're tough and you're fighting it off. So let's not even go that route because this is just a light and it's just bright. Okay, it's not leaking out any type of toxic fumes at the time unless it break. All right, they teach you not, you have to be very careful if you break a fluorescent. So of course, but if you use that as an emergency purpose, if it's cloudy, if they're doing that garbage in the skies, striking the skies out with a bunch of tic-tac-toe formations, then you get you a light. All right, like this. Put it on your. I'm just going to show you because I know it works. You're gonna have to put it it's almost like you got a halo, right? You gotta put it on the back of your head. Let's say this is the back. I'm trying to show it where about this amount away from your head. Boom, boom. That's about 2 feet, 1.5 feet. And once you do that, you have to sleep with it on over, pretty much all night. And you have to get yourself acclimated or used to the light. Period. Get yourself used to it. Do it on a weekend or something first. Get yourself used to it where you can get your sleep the next day and just do it slowly. But you're better off doing it that way opposed to always taking a pill that's going to probably keep you up. Antihistamine sometimes can make your pressure rise. So you're going to throw off your body clock a little bit anyway. But like I said, you do that when you feel that there's something trying to come on. All right. Now to prevent 100%, these are the steps that you got to do. Period. I have experience in this, so this can't be refuted. All right. Now, never. First bullet point that I have written here. I wanted to write this out. All right. This is how much I care for y'all. I don't want no money or nothing because y'all gonna thank me later. Watch. Even though I waited till January, but it's okay. We got February and March. Never ever drink anything hot when outdoors in the cold air. Never, ever. Don't let people tell you that that's what you should do. If you're cold, then your body now you think, yeah, drink something hot. No, I'm gonna tell you that's silly. Don't do that. This is the reason why. Your body is cold for a reason. It know what it's doing. Of course, your hands may get cold, things of that nature, ears and all that. But if you cover it up, your body is actually warm. Your body is actually warm. Now, what you have to really watch out for when your body feel hot, that's a problem. It's just like an engine. Just like an engine. When your body is hot, it's overheating. That's dangerous. Even though it could be dangerous when you're too cold. But never ever drink anything hot when you're outside in the cold air. Now, the number one reason is when you drink something that's hot, remember that steam going right into your nasals. Ah, I feel clear, but it's deceptive because now you think that you're warm, even though you are a little warm because of the hot mess that you just put in you. Even if it's hot water, don't do it because now you're going to perspire just a little bit, not much to the point where you feel it, but your pores is going to open. Okay. Now, when the air blow or something, or you walk forward, it hits you. But even though you feel that you're warm, but it's deceptive to the brain and to the body. So what it does is it throws off your immune system. It's almost like if you take a goldfish when you buy it from the store and they tell you to let the fish adapt, to the actual temperature of your tank. You can't just drop it in there. It send it shock and it actually go brain dead and it'll die. Eventually it'll go crazy. So your body is pretty much the same way. You have to adapt first. Now you already adapt because you feel cold. You feel, well, if I was adapted, I wouldn't feel cold. No, your body is adapted to it because it's cold. It's cold outside, so you're gonna feel cold. Your brain is signaling correctly. It's cold, so you cold too. What you do, the best thing if you're outside, drink something cool. Not cold, but cool. Almost to the same temperature that it is. If it's 29 degrees outside, drink something with a little bit of ice in it. Put honey in it with some tea or black tea or green tea, but make sure it is cool or cold, not warm, not room temperature. It has to be just about almost the same temperature that you feel. It's almost the same point when you go outside and it's cold outside, you jump in the pool, it feel warm. That can make you sick too. It's the same thing. You make sure your body is the same temperature at all times. Don't shoot your body temperatures up, putting something hot in it. That's not gonna work. Now, some people, like I said, y'all immune systems may be stronger than mine or whatever. I have a baby body, so I gotta watch everything. So that's why I have experience on this. And like I said, since 2011, I haven't had a fever, none of that cold. I may get, of course, if I'm walking outside, because that's what I've been doing a lot, and it's like 25 degrees outside. So yeah, your nose is gonna run a little bit, and that's what I'm about to get into in a minute, because some people go into certain things that they're doing wrong in that. So, but let me go on. Now, the second bullet that I have is never wash your hands with warm or hot water before leaving the house if it's cold outside. All right. If it's cold outside, never ever wash your hands with hot or warm water, cool or cold. Okay. Period. Cool or cold. For the simple reason, just like bullet one, your pores is going to open. You can say, oh, it's just my hands. Even though your hands are a little tougher and the pores dry quicker. I mean, they close, a little faster, but it's still not smart to do. And most people use hot water and it take a little longer. And you're not probably putting on gloves. And if you do, it's still not good to do if your hands are cold as well. That's another thing that I didn't put, but I can put it in this same as an outline on this, a sub bullet for never wash your hands when it's cold outside, and never wash your hands when they're with hot water when your hands are cold. That's how you build up arthritis and all kind of mess, and it's going to make you sick. You may say, oh, okay, I ain't get sick from it, but you got a runny nose, or your nasal glands are clogged up and things of that nature. All right, now, and let me might add, usually around this time of the year, I've already had two colds. I sweat a lot. I sweat easy. So I go outside, I'm perspiring. I sweat very easy. I can shovel snow right now and with just a small jacket outside and start sweating. So that throws me off. So like I said, my body's a little different. Plus I have a small sugar issue. Not to the point where I need insulin and none of that, but I know it's a little rocky. I'm very susceptible to diabetes, even though I don't have it. But I know, based on the studying of it for years, I probably got just enough knowledge on it as a regular, doctor. Not boasting, but I'm just saying I do my own research for my body. This is my body. I'm gonna learn how to take care of it. That's just the way I want to do it. I don't need another man with different fingerprints telling me about me. The Most High made me. He will heal me. You feel what I'm saying? That's how we got to look at it. He made these bodies, the Most High. So talk to him about it. Then he'll let you know. He'll reveal the information to you. Ask and ye shall find. That's the scripture. Okay? Knock and the door should be open. So that knowledge, open of knowledge, he will open the door of knowledge for you, just so you can heal yourself. Doctor your body yourself, man. You can do it. You don't need, these physicians. Now, you do need them if you don't have the knowledge of certain things. If they're what you would say a holistic type doctor that deals with herbs and vitamins, you're better off than some doctor that just want to throw you to the lions and just give you some pharmaceuticals, pills, some pills just to, hey, here, pharmacy, I'm right, just, and their signatures be all jacked up. Here, just take this. So they really don't care. A lot of them is just money. Okay, some of them do, but a lot of them don't really care, especially when it comes to, and I'm gonna just use a term for viewers' sake, African Americans, but that's another video. Okay, now, never wash your hands with warm or hot water before leaving the house if it's cold outside. Don't do it. It'll open your pores. And you'll be wondering why you feel sick. Your body, your hands is connected to every part of your body. Now let's go to bullet 3 I had here. Always spit out mucus. Viewer discretion advised. Always spit out mucus or phlegm. Never swallow it. Never ever swallow it. Let me tell you, that's the worst thing in the world you can do. The worst thing you can do. Never ever swallow. I don't care where you at. If you gotta have a paper towel or handkerchief, people don't need to know what you're doing. If they know, then they need to take, some follow suit. Like you sniffing all that stuff back in your system, swallowing and all that. Now, nah, I'm spitting that mess out, man. I don't care where I'm at. If I'm somewhere where I can spit it out, spit that mess out, man. And carry you some extra napkins, thick, nice, good napkins or whatever, and just order it up. Do what you got to do with it. Period. You'll be better off, trust me, because that's what those chemtrails do too. The body is getting rid of it. It's ridding itself out. It's ridding itself from all those impurities and all the actual poisons and toxins that's in the air. It's in the air. It's not the cold weather. The Most High is not going to make cold weather for you to get sick. Your body know how to adjust to natural cold weather. All right. I'm walking home today and I see up in the skies over by the moon. They block out the moon now. They like, you know what? I don't want these people to get no kind of godly light at all. And I'm looking at all this hazy mess all over the moon and the stars. You can't hardly see them. And I know that's what it is. Those are chemical trails. Okay. They're not calm trails or condensation trails at all from airplanes. No, these things cause people sickness. And what the body does, you may get like this. It's trying to say, look, I need to go to sleep, rest. When you're outside and they mess with you like that, that's what happens. And what happens is when your nose and all that, it starts to drain itself. We call it sinus drainage. But not knowing the original form of what it is stuff that's getting to your nasal glands and it's infecting it, and it swells the nasal glands, not allowing the mucus to come all the way through. Hence, you're going to have green infected mucus inside of your brain, okay, in your head. It's the same spots where it hurt up in the back of your head, it hurt up in the front of your head, just like high blood pressure. It's still damaging to your brain. It messes with your eyes and all that because it's that mess. So once it's clear in a clear form, don't swallow that neither. It's in the clear form. The body's saying, hey, I'm trying to get rid of you. What are you doing swallowing this? Now I got to go to the digestive system and send white blood cells or whatever to go fix this mess that you just spit. Now it's all over. You trying to, now the body, you know what, I'm going to just shut your behind down. Fever 104, throw up, runs everything. And that's what happens. So I'm giving you these bullet points to tell you that you don't need none of them pills. Do exactly what I'm saying here. Spit that garbage out, man. That's the third bullet. Spit it out. Get rid of it. I don't care if you think, if it's just slob, if you just know it's just too much, spit that mess out, man. Your brain will tell you what to do. Bullet 4. Always blow your nose if it's running. And I hope y'all not eating while y'all watching this, okay? Always blow your nose if it's running. Never ever sniff it back in. You know how people do that? Yeah. You hear this all day. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Making all that noise, man. Mm-mm. Spit that mess out. Spit it out. Never, ever keep it in and always blow your nose, because when you're walking around in cold air, the body is, you know, and the reason it's not always the cold air, because I've been walking around in cold air, and usually when it's clear outside, I don't really get that issue. It's always when they messing around with those chemicals in the air, spraying it all around. They trying to make people sick, so you can go to a pharmaceutical company, somebody to sell you some prescriptions, and now you gotta use your deductible and all this mess, and now that's how they do it, man. All right. Bullet 5. Before leaving in the morning, take a cool shower. You know what I'm saying? Some people take these hot, warm showers and all that because they feel cold in the morning. No, just wait till your blood pressure rise. Don't just go into the shower. Don't. Once you take your covers off, drink you some regular room temperature water. Stretch a little bit. Make time for this stuff. People always up in a rush. You throwing yourself, you putting yourself at shock. Like when you wake up in the morning, oh, I gotta hurry up and roll out. Oh, and then now you in shock, and then you go into a hot shower. And then it sends your body into a frenzy. And then you go outside when it's freezing outside. Come on, man. That's what causes it. Even though a lot of us are tough enough to get through a lot of this, but this will eliminate every last cold that a person had. These are the real reasons why people get colds. All right. So again, before leaving in the morning, take a cool shower. Never a hot shower. That's silly. Never. And then you already got to understand that you got fluoride in the water. So now your pores are open, and then it's starting to absorb inside your skin. Just like, and I showed an example, just like a patch for a cigarette. What is those patches to keep people from smoking? You put that on your arm, you know your body is almost translucent. You have pores in and out, and you can almost, that's how they can do MRIs. They can see right through you. So of course you putting hot fluoridated water on your body, which brings the immune system down. So we got a lot against this. That's why so many people sick. People on their deathbeds and all that, man. That's what it is. Okay. You can get rid of all that. I don't care if you got cancer, all that mess, man. You can get rid of all that. Get this light right here. I'm telling you. Sleep under it for 8 hours. Or the time you go to bed and just put on some soft music or whatever, you'll go right to sleep. Your body understand that you're trying to heal it. Just tell it, I want to heal. Just speak that in your brain. Think about certain things that's calm, and then you'll go right to sleep. And once you wake up in the morning, y'all thank me then. Believe that. All right. So there you have it. That's all I really wanted to get into. I wanted to kind of get into this a while back, but it was going to be a video that was not together. So I wanted to put these bullet points down, write them down, so it can be organized to the point where it shouldn't be no excuse that a person is sick. Now, another thing too, all of us are different, so you may have to configure certain things, but these are the main basic steps to prevent. And of course, diet plays totally along with it. But if you can't get everything right with your diet, if you do these steps right here, drink plenty of water. Not go. gulping it down, just sips at a time throughout the day. I've learned that the hard way. I was wondering, I'm like, man, I gotta go to the restroom. We gotta. No, 'cause I was drinking too quick. So what you do is you just drink sips, sips. Get away from sodas, everything that has a lot of high fructose corn syrup. Get away from that. That can cause ailments too. Um, Whole milk. Get away from that. In the wintertime though, in the wintertime, summertime, you're okay. You can drink whole milk, you know, but it's best 2%. That's better because what happens is the milk builds phlegm in the system, and that can cause certain issues. So it's best just to kind of get away from milk too much during the winter. You know, even though I still drink it um, because I like cereal, and I'm getting away from that because I'm eating more oatmeal. But and I put that milk in the oatmeal, but I notice it's more phlegmy. It could be because certain people say, well, you can be uh, lactose intolerant, things of that nature. But I mean, like I said, everybody's body is different. If you're not affected by it, then you can probably do it. Wow, 30 minutes. Well, you all have this. If there's any questions, just let me know. Just hit me up on comments, uh, or you can send me an email at judite07@gmail.com, and I'll see if I can, you know, help out. But like I said, Satan gonna be mad at this video hit because a lot of you gonna try this. I could be like, man, are you serious? I know a person that did it for like 3 hours, and I'm just talking about just the light part. Came in the next morning. Wow, it worked. I know a brother right now, European brother, and I'm saying it because some people say, well, Europeans can't absorb sunlight in their eyes. No, I know a European right now that was on his deathbed, not on his deathbed no more. Yeah, they're not gonna tell you. They're gonna tell you that the sunlight is gonna blind you. They tell you all that garbage so you can buy some silly glasses. You don't need them. You don't need no glasses. Let me tell you, I know another brother that hit me up. This man was using bifocals. Start staring into the sunlight. Bought some contacts. Kept staring into the sunlight. One contact fell out. He didn't even know it. Eventually, he don't need no glasses no more because it's a muscle. The pupils and all that. They dilate. They go back and forth. It's a muscle that does that. So what happens is some of us are born with weak, muscles in the eyes to keep your body, the focus going back and forth. So when you look at the light, it strengthens it. It makes it stronger. Of course, you can't just strong arm into doing it for about 3 minutes straight. No, you do it a few seconds. Stop. You just do it small steps, man. Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 7. For the light is sweet, and it is a good thing for the eyes to behold the sun. So some people believe, oh, that's sun worship. No, it's in scripture, so you can keep your eyes strong without depending on a man to give you corrective lens. Now that's closer to a sin if you're more dependent on some man to tell you about yourself when the Creator made you. Not saying you're sinning, but people say staring in the sunlight is sin. Yet you're dependent on a doctor, an eye doctor that's practicing his craft, so they're going to practice on you. Because they don't know the body in totality, but the Most High do. So don't you think He'd give you the signals in your brain and your algorithms to teach you what you need to do for yourself? Okay, I'll just put this out here, and I'm going to try to be quiet because I know this stuff works. I had a tooth here, and that's why I wanted to say it that way, that broke off. Now, mind you, this happened 3 years ago now because we're in 2015. It broke off. It ate for 2 months. I was like, I'm not going to the dentist. Mm-mm. People are like, man, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. I started looking up research on what you would call oil pulling. That's what they call it, oil pulling. You get some oil, and I believe in any kind of oil, they tell you certain oils is better than this one and that one. But I didn't even do the oil. I just used regular water, spring water, not no fluoridated water, regular spring water, and just switched it back and forth in my mouth every time I finish eating. Clean it out, brush it. The body is healing itself. I have no issues at all with the tooth. At all, nothing. It's that simple, man. How can you, let me just say this, I'm trying to be quiet, man. How can you be living and your teeth go rotten, but yet you dig up a corpse and the teeth is still there? Does that make sense? So you know it's something you're eating. So when you find out what it is, my issue, I was eating too many cereals with sugar in it. So I can't, certain things just when you get older, you just can't do. Even though when I was younger, I had issues. Just we do too much of one thing. Of course, you can have a bowl head and that's it. Throw it, don't eat them all. So you do certain things to the body to make it deteriorate quicker. So, of course, like I said, the stuff I'm giving you, this information is vital to a lot of people, and I guarantee you, like I said, I can almost guarantee, and I'm saying almost because some of y'all are gonna not, you all need to rewind this video a few times before you, because I know I'm going to get a few emails. Hey, I'm still sick. Hey, it ain't work. It ain't do this. You're a fraud. I can just hear it and then I'll ask the people, and I'm just doing this as prophecy, foretelling the future because I've been doing these videos for a while. You can ask a person, did you do this? Did you do that? Did you do that? Did you do it? And they be like, oh, well, it'll be something that they're not doing. But if you follow all these steps, I'm gonna go over them again in about 32 minutes. Never ever drink anything hot when outdoors in cold air. That's bullet 1. Never do that. Bullet 2, never wash your hands with warm or hot water before leaving the house if it's cold outside, right? Always spit out mucus, which is phlegm. Never swallow it. Always spit it out. Always. I never said do it sometimes, because I know some people like, I spit it out in my stomach, because that's what's going to happen. You're going to mess up your digestive system. You're going to throw it and mess up anyway. And then that is leading you down a path to get sick because you didn't swallow some bacteria. So your body is getting rid of it. See, they know people don't really follow this. You know how I know? Because I always hear people on the train and bus. Hey, why don't they just blow their freaking nose? Get that mess out. Now, number 4, always blow your nose. Like I said, all right. Never sniff it back in. Would you a cocaine addict? Nah, your body is trying to get rid of it. All right. I said verse. Bullet 5. Before leaving in the morning, take a cool shower. Never hot. Cool. Cool is powerful. You're better off because once you come out in regular room temperature, your body is just about the same temperature as the water that you were putting on it. So if it's in the morning, you know how people be running late and all that. Don't shock your body because it's been cool all night. Then put cool water on it. Don't put no hot water or warm, none of that. Especially if you got that poison water now. Fluoridated water, it get in the pores. That messes your immune system up. So when you put cool or cold water on your body, your pores don't open as much. So that's what you got to do. Believe that it works. So there you have it. I'm done. Shalom.